One of the most common things you'll do is adjust the position, layout, and alignment of single widgets. In this video, we'll look at a variety of different built-in single child layout widgets in Flutter. We've already looked at one of these widgets, which is the center widget. For example, we have this icon as the body of our scaffold currently. If we want to center it in the middle of the screen, we can just wrap it with a center widget. The center widget will try to be as big as possible while aligning its child to the center. This is what I would call a convenience widget because centering things is such a common requirement. If you need more control over the alignment of the child widget, you can use the align widget, which allows you to set the align property to different values. It attempts to be as big as possible, but we have more control over where we position the actual child element. The alignment property takes an instance of alignment. You can use alignment directly to control exactly where you want to position the element, or you can use a lot of these static methods to control common placements like center left, bottom left, etc. So the takeaway here is that the parent widget controls the alignment of its child. I'm going to go ahead and delete that widget because I want to show you a different thing called padding. Padding will create space around the child so your widgets don't look too cramped together. This is a very common need, so you can use the VS Code refactor tool to add padding to any widget. Padding will take an argument of edge insets, and if you want to set padding on all sides, you can do edge insets all with the number of pixels that you want to offset. Or if you only want to offset a certain size, you can set named arguments for top, left, bottom, and right. You'll be using padding all the time just to ensure that your widgets have proper spacing so they look appealing visually. Center, padding, and align are very nice because they're only focused on a specific concern and lead to very readable code. However, it's common to run into situations where you need multiple things at the same time. For example, you might need a container that has alignment, padding, and a specific size. You could just nest those widgets together, but often a better approach is to use a container widget, which can do multiple things at the same time. It's basically like a catch-all widget for a single child layout. It contains all the arguments that we looked at before for things like alignment and padding, but we can just combine them into a single widget. Generally, when I'm aligning a single widget, I'll start by building a container, and then if I determine that I only need padding in that container, I'll just go ahead and rename it to padding. So the container widget is definitely one of those low-level building blocks that you'll be using frequently. And keep in mind there's a lot of other single child layout widgets built into Flutter, but these are some of the most common and most useful.